Hey, this is John from socialmediachaplain.com. I'm actually on vacation at this moment, though given the current environment, I'm not actually at this beach. I'm actually sitting at home in the basement like everybody else. Well, you're not in my basement, but like all of us are dealing with. As part of a webinar the other day, and we were talking about how to do pastoral care in this environment. And as part of what I was talking about, I talked about the secret of using technology. And as I started thinking through what I talked about, I realized that I probably ought to practice it as well. Um, what I said in that webinar is that here's the secret of using technology. And there's not really a secret. Number one, something is better than nothing. So if you're trying to provide care for somebody, if they're going through a crisis, if they're going through a death, if they're going through that kind of thing, something is better than nothing. So allowing them to hear your voice in some way, allowing them to know that you are aware of them is better than silence while you're waiting for figuring out the exact right word or the exact right message or the exact right technology. Something's better than nothing. Second observation is the richer the information, the better. So a part of the power of Zoom for a conversation is so that you can see each other and you can hear each other in as much of real time as you can get. And so that there can be facial expressions to put that around the information so that you can intentionally choose to pause. And it's clear that you're thinking, not that the connection has been broken. I think that we underestimate the value of pause, uh, the value of watching people um, think, come up for the words so that there's that emotion there. So the richer the information, the better off we are. Uh, the more interactive, the better. So if you're offering pastoral care always, the more interactive, the better, rather than preaching at people, stopping and listening. So it means that when we're using technology to provide care, shutting up to listen ends up being valuable as well. Um, and then the fourth observation is the more responsive, the better. So a text in a moment of need is better than an interactive video 3 weeks later with silence in between. But the ideal is a text and responding to the text and then moving to an email and then moving to a phone call and then moving back to a text and then moving to a smiley face, then moving to an interactive video, then moving to dropping videos for people. So the more interactive, the more responsive, the better. Now, why does that lead to doing this video? I've been trying to figure out how to do the perfect video these days to be helpful and to be to convey pastoral care, to convey all those kinds of things. And I couldn't figure out the best thing. And then I realized that something is better than nothing. The video in the moment with the scruffy shirt ends up being better than silence. And for some of us, all that we need to hear is the voice of somebody that we care about. We don't even need to hear the words. All we need to hear is the voice and the presence, and that helps. So I hope that you're having the opportunity to be helpful. I understand that this ends up being a really scary time for lots of people and then into an uncertain time. And so I hope that you're finding ways to connect and remember that something is better than nothing. Take care.